It's I think it's 11:30, and I'm finally getting around to hanging up my clothing and laundry for today. It's not my favorite job. Not my favorite job. But somebody's got to do it. Maybe I can put this up higher. Yeah, that works better. I don't like bending down, but when things are in a basket, they have to be down somewhere. Things really dry well in here. Because there's constant movement of air. Constant. So, yeah, I like to hang things up in here because they dry quickly, but that's about it. I don't like standing in constant air movement, and it's it's not like it's true. I don't mind the air movement. I mind that the air is cool at times, and I really don't know why it's cool right now. I was going to ask my son, why is the air cool today? It's warm. It's not warm outside. It's cold. Why do we have coolness? Probably not coolness. It's probably just air movement and doesn't matter. But I am annoyed by air movement of cold air. How's that? And the last few times I've been in, well, every day. I come in here every day because this is where the kitty litter is. And I clean the kitty litter every day. Oh boy, when things are like, if I have something that's dripping wet, I hang it up first in the shower, and by the evening I can move it into here, and by the next morning it is dry. It is guaranteed dry. I had dripping wet stuff that I hand washed yesterday, so it didn't get wrung out or anything. And I moved it from the bathroom into here in the evening before I went to bed, and this morning I'm already putting it away. It's not wet anymore. It's completely dry. So I like that. Oh, I haven't made my coffee yet. I've been distracted by various. Well, there was this one show on YouTube, a video on YouTube, and I found it very interesting. So I watched it. It was a German video about a woman who had discovered at age 35 that she was autistic. And it was fascinating. this woman had 2 kids, um, a partner, and at 35, she discovers that she is autistic. Like, wow. That's rather late in life to be discovering something like that. So, what else did I I think that was the only one. I just sat down and watched that one. I had breakfast before I read the paper, and in the morning when I eat breakfast on a Sunday, I finally get to the comics, the color comics, and when the color comics are done and the paper is done, then I read the New York Times. So there's lots of reading to be done on a Sunday. Because the New York Times, in addition to whatever I found interesting in my paper, makes for a lot of reading. Because they have the New York Times, well, part of the New York Times, added on to the KW Record for some reason or another. I really don't know why. I guess they want people to subscribe to the New York Times, and this is how they do it. It's okay. I'm not interested. Not in the least. But I'll read the articles that you give me. Yep. Some of them are really depressing. Some are really interesting. But that's always the way it goes, right? Do I have any other room over here? I don't want to put another rack up. Well, you say if you had a dryer and used that to dry your clothes, then you wouldn't have this trouble. Well, yeah, I'd have to still put my clothes away eventually. And it's just as much bother. And this way, my clothes last a whole bunch longer. A whole lot longer. And that's worth something, you know? Oh, goodness. Well, I suppose I could use this hanger over here. Or I just turn it around and I'm just being annoyed because I can't reach the other side. The other side, which is by the furnace. Constant air movement, constant, constant, constant. I guess that makes for a healthy house. There, is that it? Ah, my 2 more socks, and that's it. Cool. It's all good. There. Oh my goodness. I was brushing Tanner this morning and I coaxed him in here because I didn't want the whatever. I didn't want the fur to go flying out there. And he really liked being brushed. And I got so much off of him, but it wouldn't come off my hands. He's got clingy, sticky fur, and a lot of it. It's all in there now. It's Sunday. Everything will go out tonight. I'll do the litter later on because I've done plenty right now. And the brushes are still there in case I can get him more. There's a lot of piping it's in here. Constant air movement. Constant sound, right? Which on the other hand is very restful. If you have trouble sleeping, which I don't. But the ear movement, I have to, there's a vent right there into my bedroom, and that's the one that's blocked off completely. I can't have constant air movement over my body all night long. Even if I have blankets, and I have so many blankets, I can't have constant air movement. No. The heat can come in from other parts of the house. It doesn't have to come in directly over my body going. I just don't like that. Okay. Time to either make my coffee or make lunch. I don't know which one will come first. We'll see.